So those are the 5 things that I never allow myself to buy. So I have a Zulily package. I've been waiting for this for a while. Really good deals, but the shipping isn't the fastest. If you're cheap like me, 2-gallon baggies right there, because I am going to school this week to do some classroom setup. Woo woo, day 3 coming soon. Let's take this upstairs and unbox it. I purposely picked this angle because Cheyenne is right there. So, hello friends. Later in the day, I'm going to tell you, first thing first, if you're ever trying to hide your purchases from your significant other, get rid of the big box that it comes in. I am going to get rid of this box after I know for sure that they're going to fit me. So, yes, starting off our Zulily with Uggs, yes, that's the right spot. This is one of those things that it knows what I've bought in the past and it recommended it and I couldn't say no. Oh. And not only that, because they're Ugg, they have that little soft, shearling liner in it, which is great. And this is the kind where the soles are removable. And I'm gonna be honest, most of the time I'm not wearing boots like this when it's raining. I'm wearing them when it's like 30 degrees out in slushy weather, which in Wisconsin is like 4 months out of the 12. So a beautiful, amazing purchase. Now, the rest of this purchase is mostly just yoga clothing. Now I have plenty of other clothing that I could have worn, but I've discovered that for yoga, I prefer wearing like the tank tops and stuff that have like the built-in bra in it, so that I don't have to bother having like 2 layers on, because some of those classes get up to like 95, 100 degrees and it's hot. If I'm wearing what I'm wearing now, a shirt and another layer, like that's hot. And Cheyenne has left us. She doesn't like us. Most of this is all the same brand. It's Marika, I think, which I've bought before in Zulily, but never in this quantity. My yoga studio has a lot of pop-up style classes, so they have their normal ones that are the same time every single week, but then they have like random ones that they'll like theme. How cute is that for Valentine's Day? So this is the Balance collection, which this brand is in TJ Maxx pretty frequently too. And I'd say that Zulily, Ross, TJ Maxx is all kind of the same thing. It's just a way for the company to get rid of their merchandise that isn't full price anymore. Cheyenne, stop it. But yeah, that pattern, so cute. And the receipt doesn't tell me any prices on it. So if you really want to know, ask me down below and I will look up my order for you and maybe you can find it. But next we have, hi Cheyenne, these. So Marika, oh by the way, not sponsored or anything or gifted, you know, I paid my own money for this. Shiny Star leggings. I'm gonna be honest, I do not allow myself to buy leggings anymore unless they're like bedazzled, shiny, holographic, just because I have every color of legging that I could ever need. But this is beautiful. I do not own Star leggings. And of course it comes with a matching top. So again, Marika brand. Cute. So this is the Marika brand, but it's their Cycle House variety. I just really liked the pattern, and this is a length of short that I like to wear for a yoga class, because again, I don't really like the hot temperatures, so I prefer wearing like a short over a legging. But maybe that'll change once it gets to be colder and not like 90 around here. So same thing as the other one, except this is in black. Marika brand. Ooh. Is a skort, because I've said this before, I'm becoming a skort girly at Walmart in school, but I'm thinking that this is probably not long enough for Walmart. I'll have to test it out. Dress code for Walmart is it has to be name badge width above the kneecap, which is about this far, and well, I have large long legs, so that doesn't give me a lot of wiggle room. I think this is what initially caught my eye on the listing. So again, Marika brand, glittery top, beautiful. And then I just went and I looked on the brand, because the shipping generally is the same price for the brand. Holographic things. So again, didn't need leggings, but these are holographic, guys. I couldn't say no. So yes, Marika brand again. And much like the stars, of course I had to get the matching top. But the top is like better than the leggings, because the leggings is only like the bottom half that has the holographicness. And on this, it's like the entire thing. How beautiful. How beautiful. This is why I have 2 jobs. So I can buy the things that I want. And I don't have kids, unless you count Cheyenne as a child, which, I mean, in many ways, she is like a child, because she cries all night. She's just like a little baby. And then I got this one, which is kind of like a red leopard, not really holographic, but you can definitely see the print. After I had all this Marika stuff in my cart, I went looking for other things, and I like Nike, Under Armour, that sort of brands. I was just looking at the listings that they had. And I literally looked at these shorts in Kohl's a couple weeks ago, and of course, like, they didn't have my size, and it was sold out on the Nike website. That's how much I really like them, that I went looking on the website. Cheyenne, you're fine. Holographic. These even come in a legging portion, but I would much rather have the shorts. How cute are these? Ah. Again, yoga. I got it in a pink. And then last thing, the front is like your typical black, but the back is like bam, rainbow. And that, my friends, is my Zulily haul. A lot of yoga, a little bit of glitter, holographicness, and that's just my ideal wardrobe in life, is shiny, beautiful, pretty things. So here's one of the shorts. So the Marika ones, obviously. This is a book that my mom got in one of the little free libraries that they have around here. So these shorts have a pocket on this side, and they have a pocket on this side. Look how big the pocket is. Like, yeah, this isn't a full-grown book. Full-grown. Haha, funny. But, like, you can fit a book in there. Like, goes down further too. I mean, who wouldn't want shorts big enough to fit a book, right? Good morning, everyone. 2 videos in a row of Monica with makeup on. What is this world? But truthfully, I nared this area and I was very red, so I had to, you know, cover that. So here we are. We're on the Ross parking lot right now. I think today I'm going to do like my favorite things to find at TJ Maxx and the things that I don't allow myself to buy anymore. We're starting at Ross because it's just easier driving wise. I took 2 yoga classes this morning. I was only intending to do one. Saturday sun opening, you know, like a simple like stretching one. And then the girl next to me was like, "Oh, are you staying for the next one?" And I really wasn't going to, but then she convinced me to stay, and it was fine. It's the one that's Hatha, I think that's what they called. And it has like, it starts with like a lot of the beginner poses and like warming up your 8 joints, like wrists, elbows, hips, that sort of thing. And then you get into poses like elephant, which I can't do. So about half that class was like struggle busing. So we're gonna eat our food and then we're gonna go into Ross. And of course, butter pecan. I got the latte today, which it's not usually this light, so there's way too much milk in here, but oh, it's fine. Chugging this before I go into TJ Maxx. So when I'm wandering around TJ Maxx, I'd say there's about 10 things that I look for every single time, and there's probably about 5 things that I would like to buy because it is appealing to me. But I absolutely cut myself off and say absolutely not, because I've either had a bad experience with it or I have way too much of that stuff. I'm gonna start with the nose first. So like number 1, pajamas. It's like my personal mandate, absolutely no more pajamas. Unless somebody wants to have like a Christmas pajama, or like we're doing some sort of teacher picture and we want to have like matching pajamas, and then I would buy some, but just randomly seeing pajamas that are cute and buying them, no, Monica, you do not need more. And the thing is with pajamas, like I don't even bother matching the top and the bottom. So even though I have like these full like top and bottom matching sets, I don't ever wear them in the matching set. Like sometimes I'm feeling like shorts, sometimes I feel like pants, sometimes I feel like long sleeves, sometimes I feel like a short sleeve, sometimes I want a tank top. And depending on what my mood is, I just dig through this basket looking for that particular thing. Nobody needs this many pajamas. I don't need more. Socks. I went through a period where I was buying a lot of socks at TJ Maxx because I couldn't find the ones that I had. But I'm gonna be honest, I was also really behind in my laundry, and I go through at least 2 pairs of socks a day. So when I did get caught up on my laundry, it's now summer. I'm sometimes only wearing 1 pair of socks, but I'm also home more and able to do more laundry because school's not in session. I've come to the realization that I have more socks than fits in my little drawer. And that's just the normal socks. I have 2 things of socks. I've got the normal socks I wear with like gym shoes and like stuff to Walmart.
And then I have another bin that I keep all my like fuzzy comfy socks in. Do I need more socks? Absolutely not. Unless the absolute perfect teacher pair happens to show up, then I would get them. But right now at this point in my life, I don't need more socks for like 2 more years. I could probably go a month without doing laundry and I would still have enough socks. But one of my favorite things is when I do find socks that are like starting to get a hole or the elastic is starting to stretch out, then I'll wear those socks to the gym and I'll just throw them away while I'm at the gym. I feel like it's like saving me some laundry, you know? I got one more use out of those socks. Number 3, greeting cards. TJ Maxx has some really beautiful greeting cards, but they're like $7. If I need a greeting card, I just go to the Dollar Tree. And so while I would love to get that perfectly scrapbook looking glitter covered greeting card, I know that everyone looks at a greeting card, they say, oh, that's cute, and then they throw it away. I don't need to be spending $7 on a card that people throw away. Number 4, plastic like food containers. I'm not talking like the ones that have like glass and they have the fun sides that go up and down. I'm talking the cheap typical Tupperware that you would put like your leftovers in. They have so many cute patterns right now. There's like a retro smiley face pattern that I've seen several times, and while it is very cute, I've bought these before. I've never had the entire set have lids that perfectly fit. There's always 2 or 3 that just don't fit. And what's the point of buying a set of 10 containers if 3 of the lids don't fit? If I'm buying Tupperware, I want all the lids to fit. I want it to be perfect. And well, you know what? Those reliable Tupperware lids don't come in pretty patterns. And so while they are cute and they are appealing, no, Monica. 5, hoodies. I have a lot of sweatshirts. These are not all just hoodies. Some of these are just like a pullover, but I don't wear hoodies teaching. I can't wear hoodies to Walmart because it's a safety hazard. So like the strings that pull off of hoodies or like the actual hood, it can get pulled into the baler, the compactor, like any other of the typical like heavy machinery. Now I work in apparel. I rarely am doing anything with these sort of heavy machinery, but that's the dress code. And so I don't need to be buying more hoodies because I can never ever wear them. Yeah, I wear them occasionally on Saturdays or really, really cold days in the gym. But I don't want to be bothered being mid-workout and trying to get the hoodie off my head, because if it's a hoodie, it has like that small neckline. Usually I have headphones in and I have a lot of earrings. So I have to be really careful when I'm pulling it over my head. It's just so much easier to have a zip up, and I have lots of zip ups. So Monica, you don't need any more hoodies. Stay away. Even though I might like be obsessed with the pattern or the color. No, Monica. But there are several things that I do look for at TJ Maxx because it is cheaper and it's stuff that I really like. And so, like right now, I'm looking for a new hairbrush. I really like the Wet kind of, I think the brand is just called Wet.
So this, but it has the slats like that. That's my preferred hairbrush.
Right now, they have a lot of like the typical Disney ones or like the plain ones that are like shine inducing. But I'm looking for the one that has the slats in it for like when your hair is wet right out of the shower. I like to replace my brush about every 3 months or so. And so I have been on the lookout for a new one. Yeah, they have these at Walmart, but the TJ Maxx ones are $2 cheaper. And so if I'm really desperate, I'll go buy it full price. But I hate buying things full price when I know I can get a discount. The skincare, a lot of the skincare that I really like is very expensive at places like Sephora and Ulta, and I would much rather get it at TJ Maxx. So brands like Peter Thomas Roth, the Murad, and the yellow box. I often see the green.
So not this one, but the yellow, and the cleanser is my absolute favorite.
I often see the green box, but I like the yellow box, especially the cleanser. That's my favorite. Creme Shop, First Aid Beauty, the Hemp's lotion. I love the ones that have glitter in them. I'm a glitter fiend. What can I say? And then I always look at the highlighters too, just to find like shades that I don't have. I have a lot of highlighters, but the nice thing is, even though they like have the recommended expiration date, like it's literally a powder and it goes over so many layers, that I have a couple highlighters that are like 3 years old and they're fine. I'm not dying. So I don't feel bad buying more highlighters if there are things that I don't have that like shade or like that shimmer. And then I also really like the Urban Decay setting spray, and it's really expensive to get the full size other places. And so that is the setting spray of choice for me. So if I do see it and I know I'm running low, I will grab it back up, but that rarely shows up. Jewelry, generally I'm looking for the brand Betsy Ross, which they have purses too, but most of the purses are only online. She also has shoes, but only online. So I really just look at the jewelry because she generally has a teacher collection, and then throughout the holidays she has a lot of really fun holiday earrings and necklaces and that sort of thing, kind of like over the top glittery or pattern, and that's kind of my thing. I always look for really small studs with the long post. So like right now, These ones right here.
I have several from this brand. They're really small and the posts are very good, and that's exactly what I look for in a small earring like that for my upper piercings.
The higher up you go, your ear gets a little bit thicker, and so sometimes it can be harder to find ones that are like the traditional earring back for like these ones. These are a different gauge. They have the ball style, but down here I like to have your typical earring back that you can buy anywhere, and I just like the ones that have the longer posts. Snacks, I really like the Belgian Boys, 180 snacks.
So my favorites, they have a lemon cookie that's really good, and then they have the cookie bar, and then they also have a raspberry. But if I had to choose, it would just be the lemon. They are just amazing, kind of like the lemon Girl Scout cookie, if you know what I'm talking about. And then 180 Snacks has this little frosted rice cake. I don't have the packaging anymore. I just have the individual in my snack stash. But this is so good. And I haven't been very lucky at finding these at TJ Maxx. I've had to go to Home Goods, but same thing, delicious. And then these are also, what is that, TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of them. But they're little apple chips, and I really like these too.
And then I always look at the syrup, so you see that every single week if you watch my Saturday vlogs. I like to look at the Tirani and the skinny syrups to find ones that I don't already have or ones that I'm running low on. So like right now, if I saw a vanilla almond, I would snatch that up because I've only got a fourth of that bottle left. And then clothing wise, I try to only look at the athletic clothing because that's a lot of what I wear. Trying to get myself to not buy so many like cute teacher dresses, because I honestly, in the middle of winter, the last thing I want to do is wear a dress. And the clientele that I have right now, they're very like handsy, and then the dresses just have a lot of extra fabric you don't need flowing around. And sometimes as a special education teacher, more fabric means a little bit more trouble. So just right now, I'm trying to not wear dresses, and so I wear a lot of joggers and teacher shirts. So mostly athletic clothing, because on a Saturday, what am I usually wearing? Athletic clothing. Hi, Shein. But athletic clothing, I do not let myself buy leggings unless they are beautiful, sparkly, holographic. Don't need anything else. No, 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 Monica. And then I also really like to look at the athletic accessory aisle. So usually that's like headbands, like yoga stuff. I would love to find more things of the Manduko brand, because that's the yoga mat I have. And I know that sometimes the yoga towels that go over your mat show up in there. And I'm also looking for another Peloton yoga block. I bought one, and I would love to get another one because a lot of times in yoga class we're using two. So I would like to get one more just so I could practice more at home. But one thing I will buy as a teacher is those big chunky knit cardigans. I love a good cardigan. I live in Wisconsin. It can get pretty cold, so pretty much whatever I'm wearing, I can throw a cardigan over it and I'm a happy camper. And a cardigan can really like dress up your outfit. So if I'm rocking a random teacher shirt with coffee stain on it or something, and the superintendent or somebody important shows up, whip that cardigan on, button it up, and bam, you look professional. Nobody sees your coffee stain. I really haven't had any luck in store TJ Maxx. I've had some luck online, but Ross also has a lot of shoes. So generally I've had more luck at Marshall's and Ross getting the shoe brands that I like, but I always look for like fun Nikes, Toms, Hey Dudes, UGG, Crocs, and Birkenstocks. And so I have found all those brands at TJ Maxx, Ross, and Marshall's before. It's just really just a treasure hunt. You're never going to find them every single time. It's just random, and that's why I like going every single week, because you never know what you're going to get, and it's always new stuff. I also really like looking at the kid board book section. One thing I don't like is right now they have a lot of their board books up at the registers, and I don't like feeling rushed. Like, I want to have my time to look through those board books, and they're right before you get to the checkout lanes, so I never have time to actually look at the ones up by the lanes, and I don't want to like stop the traffic to be looking at those. So I only look at the ones back in the toy section, which isn't the full selection. And I also really like to look at the puzzles. Living in an apartment, we don't have a lot of space for just random decor, but we love doing puzzles, Dan and I. And so we'll finish the puzzle, we'll Mod Podge it, and we'll frame it, we'll just throw it up on the wall, and it's easy decor. And it's just a fun conversation starter. But that's also why our table is ruined, because Mod Podge. And really that's about it. I honestly have a path that I follow when I get to TJ Maxx. I usually go to the same one every time, and I follow my path. I go in the same order, and I look at the stuff in the same order, so I can get in and out of TJ Maxx in about a half hour if the lines aren't long. I never have to try things on because I really am a true medium, but I'm pretty good at eyeballing too to see if like, wow, this looks a little big, I better go down a size. And I'm always just lucky. I've never returned anything. It just always works for me, but I don't know that's not a luxury that other people have. But again, I go every single week so I can see that stuff. And I don't have to spend time looking through everything because I can remember what I saw last week and the things that I'm not interested in. And I know what I want and I know how the store is all laid out. And there's been several times where they're like, we're hiring. I'm like, I already work in another retail store. Like, oh, well, you can come here. I'm like, nah, you can't pay me as much as Walmart does. Like, I've been there too long. But it would be really, really fun to work at TJ Maxx. But I'm not leaving Walmart because the money's too good and they've been there for too long.
Big Lots, we're here. I have no use for this and no use for that, but man, they sure are pretty. Lots of cute stuff, but nothing I need. Look at me showing self-control for once in my life.
So I'm at my parents' house now. I got a little A&W to eat. I love their shrimp and I love their cheese curds. They're so, so good. When I was at Big Lots, I got 2 of these bins. I honestly wanted the black, but of course the black wasn't available and I should have gotten it a couple weeks ago. They're so cool, but I don't know what to use them for. Well, now I know what I want to use them for, but they're not available. So we got the purple, even though I really don't like getting the seasonal colors, because then if I decide I want more of these like next year, this color probably will not be available, which is a bummer. But let's just hope I only need 2. So basically the plan is to keep my wooden puzzles in here. And I've said this before, I like to keep my wooden puzzles in 2-gallon baggies so I can stack them. So hopefully they'll fit, and I can fit all the wooden puzzles that I have right now in here, hopefully. And then I also got a toothpaste just because I didn't want to go to another store to get one. And then I grabbed this Super Glow Shimmering Body Lotion. You guys know, I just can't say no to a body lotion. And it was $2.99. And I've never seen this before and I wanted to try it. And then they also had these, which are the little acne stickers that are in the shape of little daisies. And they're $2.99.
At the parents, feeding the cat. Could use some food, Mr. Furby. Outfit of the day. So this little top is Shein. Very cheap if it's available. I'll link it down below. Headband is also Shein. I like this one because it's multicolor, ombre-esque. Shorts are Aeropostale. They have the little patches on the back pocket, and you know I'm obsessed with those. Beautiful watch tan line. Okay, so one of the things I want to get better about this year, teaching wise, is for birthdays for kids. I would literally just give them like random candy and stickers that I had laying around, and obviously it wasn't the same. And sometimes I have siblings or the birthdays are pretty close together, and then sometimes the kids are comparing like what the sibling got compared to them, or I have a couple birthdays that are really close, so then they're like, oh, they got this and why did I get this? So this year we're doing the same thing. I'm not sure if this is all of it, but I'm going to show you what I got. So this is all from Shein. Again, some people don't like Shein. I like it because it's cheap and it's got some crazy eclectic things. This is Shein. It's from the kids section actually, but the kids section stuff fits me just fine too, and I'm normally like an adult medium. Anyways, a big roll of happy birthday stickers. Stick it on the kids, stick it on the things I give them. I don't know, very cheap. Some silly straws. They have the cute little dinosaur on it as well. And I don't know why it all came in all these separate packages, because I got like some headbands yesterday, and I have other things coming too. I actually ordered these for the Justin Moore concert. Obviously they didn't come in time, but I have 3 of these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but they're little cowboy hat with the disco ball. I might do something for my paras because I have 3 of them and I have 2 paras this year. So 1 for me, 2 for them. Might do something, I don't know yet. These United Monograms and other places that do patch sweaters have these, and it's like, hey boo, or like, and they use the ghost for the O's. I'm not paying $40 for a sweatshirt when I can make it myself. These were like $3. So cute. Another one of those. I got a headband and a sash. I think I'll keep the headband for the adults at school, and then I'll have the kids wear the sash. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. More of these, because I thought at one time that I was going to make them for my parents too. And be the Boo crew. I love being arts and craftsy, guys. I have all these ideas, just sometimes I don't have the time to actually do it. And then I got these little dinosaur rings. I'm not going with like a dinosaur themed birthday bag by any means, but dinosaurs are pretty gender neutral, and that's just what I happened upon. And then this is for myself. It's a little straw topper. It's a dinosaur. Okay, and that's it. I definitely have more coming, so I'll do a full video on my birthday bags when I actually make them. I might have a pair make it for me the first day that we can be in our classroom, but I'll give you as like a walkthrough of like what I'm putting in it, and then they can put it together. I don't know.